Hey guys, how you doing? Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a video that involves World War One. So as many of you know, World War One was the prequel to World War Two. Now, meaning it was the war that happened before that. And as many of you know, America didn't get involved until way late, and that was because of the fact that we weren't willing to get involved until Germany threatened us by asking Mexico to join and asking Mexico to basically help them attack us. But what a lot of people don't know is that when the British intercepted that message and showed it to us, Mexico still got the message, and they didn't want to fight a war against the US, but they allowed the Germans to invade through the Mexican-American border. And I bet you're like, well, how is that possible? How would we have not known about it? I don't know. I guess people are just really unattentive sometimes when it comes to these things, but I have received, I've discovered in these archives these very rare historical footage of what happened, of the battle that took place across the border. So, without further ado, this is World War One, the American front. Alright, we're overrun. We gotta call in an airstrike.
Alright, Hero, let me get it out.
Alright.
Hello? Yeah, we're gonna need to call in an airstrike.
Tell them what front we're on.
We're at the German front, or the Mexican front. They put me on hold.
But their customer service is so terrible.
Yeah,
I
I know.
can't even believe it.
Alright, we gotta resort to other means.
Alright, hey, what about the Dragon?
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Alright, can you call the Dragon?
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, we're gonna need a Dragon, Mexican front. Alright, they'll be there soon? Okay, thank you. Alright, they'll be there in about 20 minutes.
Okay. Oh my god! Do you guys hear that? That sounds like a dragon! 'Tis I, the dragon! You and the rest of the Central Powers will fear me! Ah! Now, many people also believe that the only battles that took place were on the land. You might think that the only battles on the American front were on the land. That's not true. While there were no sea battles, because there's not really an ocean there that they could fight with. I mean, there is, but they just didn't really want to use it. There were plenty of air battles. Now, the Germans had developed technology. They had developed fighter jets. Now, fighter jets were a big innovation, as you know, because they're jet powered and they're much more powerful. They can shoot better, they can fight better, they can fly faster. Some of them are stealth. Although, even though they had superior technology, many times despite their superior technology, just the sheer skills and the morale of the Royal Air Force and the U.S. Air Force was oftentimes enough to overpower the Germans, and they ended up, and the United States ended up winning the battle in the air, which eventually led to them winning the entire battle. So, I do have some more footage for you guys of the air battles, and I think this is some of the best footage, that you can really get of World War One, because this battle happened 101 years ago. It happened in 1917, so considering it was filmed at that time, I think it's pretty good. I mean, if you guys don't like it, I'm sorry, but it's the best I could do on, my limited budget. So I do hope that you guys enjoy this next footage, find it informative, find it interesting, and yeah. Red 5 coming up on the target. Ready your guns. Yeah, alright. I'm readying them. Bang 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 bang. And the final piece of footage that I found is something that we can still relate to over a century later. So, sometimes when we are in competition against other people, we might start talking trash, okay? We might, and we might say some things, like usually it's just in good nature, it's just good nature, just, like, good-natured jokes, but sometimes, especially when your competition involves, killing people, sometimes the jokes might get a little heated, and sometimes people might start hurting one another's feelings, and it might get a little too far. So I showed this one not only to inform you of the events of World War I, but to show you kind of how it can relate to society today, a century later, and and how sometimes fun is fun, but we might hurt each other's feelings sometimes, and if we go too far, we might start losing friends, and maybe even if our friends are on the opposite field of battle, the opposite side of the field of battle, you might lose friends just from making jokes that are too mean. So guys, don't make jokes that are too mean, okay? Fun is fun, but sometimes, like in this instance you're gonna see here, the joke will just be too mean. So, be nice, everybody. Hey, Germany.
Was?
Your mom!
Nein, du!
And, so, basically, this last part was just kind of an epic battle that I saw. So, you gotta understand that sometimes the going gets tough, you run out of ammo, and even at the beginning of the 20th century, guns can't solve everything. Sometimes you need to sword fight, just like the good old days. Obviously, nowadays, that's kind of obsolete, but back then, it was necessary. Even in modern conflicts, sometimes you only have, knife fights. So, this is just a prime example of that on the American front. Happened on other fronts as well, but this one, predominantly, it had the most of it by far out of all of the fronts. And this one doesn't really have any deeper message behind it, but I thought it's cool, and you guys would probably enjoy it, so I'm just going to show it to you guys now, so that you may see it, and so that you may enjoy it. I'm out of bullets. Come on, man, it's just you and me. Ah. 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 No. Ah. 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 This is for the record. Tell my mother I love her. Alright guys, so that was my piece on World War I, the American front, the North American front, the Mexican front, whatever. There's a lot of different names for it. I prefer to use the word the American front because it takes place, you know, in America, in the North Americas. And America was the one who got attacked, so, you know. Luckily, we were able to repel the invasion, so, you know, we're not a German puppet state now, obviously. And it's interesting that this isn't brought up more in history. I don't know if it's because people just don't know about it or whatever, but I'm glad that we were able to take a look at it today, because if certain parts of history are forgotten, then that'll be a problem because we won't learn from our mistakes. Germany wouldn't learn from their mistake of attacking the U.S. That's why it didn't happen in World War II, because when it happened in the World War I, it failed miserably. So, yeah, that's just my commentary, or my my thought, and this rare footage on World War I, the American front. And I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to smash that like button. 1 like is 1 Fortnite win. And, you remember to smash it with the power of 1,000 sun gods. 1,000 angry sun gods. Subscribe, buy my merch, yada yada yada. Stay tuned for my Fortnite live streams. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.